What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Submariner. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today. You gotta put a little delay in there. That's the thing, is you gotta get that little, that newsreel delay. You know, we're like, and today in Washington, a thing happened. You have that little gap in there. It's just like a half a second, like a quarter of a second. I don't know. It spruces it up. Crunch across the gravel up to the door. The brass of the door knocker is tarnished. The paint is beginning to peel into the salt sea air. No one answers, but the door is unlocked. Yay, I succeeded. The hall is dark, the parlor too. There are signs of a disturbance here and there. A smashed cup, an overturned piano stool, scratches on the walls. You bend to pick up a page of paper and hold it to the light. It is an unfinished poem. You think the handwriting may be Phoebe's. The absent moon, the gnawing hunger in the heart, the well, the sea, a great many crossings out. There are sounds from downstairs, from the kitchen. You push open the door cautiously. Something clings to the ceiling. Something turns yellow eyes to you and hisses. Oh no! There we go. It didn't open up the menu. The yellow-eyed maid clings to the ceiling like a lizard, fierce and wiry in her ragged uniform. She hisses furiously. When you advance a step, she scurries away to the far end of the room, still on the ceiling, weeping. Catch her with a net? She's dangerous, and somehow you suspect you may not have time. It's like trying to get a jaguar out of a tree. 3 of your crew are badly bitten, but at least you restrain her, and she lies on the table, glaring and growling. What now? You try to question her. Those poor sailors, she spits. You realize that in all the time you spent at Hunter's Keep, she had never spoken. The poor sailors? I didn't come here for this. Damn them to the well. With a serpentine wriggle, she's free of the net, and she returns to the ceiling in one inhuman leap. Well, that's why somebody's got to cudgel her in the head. See, you messed up. Somebody just needs to clip her real fast with a sap. Knock her ass out, and then you'll be good to go. So you gain terror every time you do that. Oh, that sucks. I should probably stop doing that. Inside the house, it's silent. I can loot the house, so sure, why not? The crew spread out to grab whatever they can. They're not happy. A few of them signed on to be robbers. They return with their arms full of both junk and treasures. The sisters have or have had an awful lot of junk. Outside, the sea softs. I don't know that word. 2 terror, 3 outlandish artifacts, and a watchful curio. Hell yeah. Can I loot more? No, I lost a crew. The crew spread out to get whatever they can. I got 2 more outlandish artifacts, a watchful curio, and 5... Oh, man, I'm hella fearful now. No, I don't want to be hella fearful. Later, you are certain that the fire began in the turret behind the house. It spreads quickly. Sailors tumble, choking from the door as smoke billows out. Yellow-eyed maid leaps from a window and streaks across the lawn on all 4s. Flames lick about the gables. The spine of the house breaks with a roar as the roof falls in. Sparks fly up towards the false stars so far above. The death of the house takes hours, but it is total. Only a cindered shell remains. I can pick over the ruins, I guess. No one has come to reclaim Hunter's Keep, despite its proximity to London. The place has an eerie reputation. It's difficult to see why. Today, the place is as peaceful as a folly in a park. The air is still. Far across the water, the lights of London grow. Dude, I've got 6 outlandish artifacts now. That's so amazing. I can still go down into the basement, too, just in case you want to do his quest again and you can get more dream snakes or whatever. It's up to you. It's not really worth it. I mean, you're trading like 250 gold for 500 gold, and it takes like an inordinate amount of time to get it done, and you got to get the candles or whatever, which costs money. So I probably wouldn't recommend it. I'd probably stay away from it, but... what do I know about anything? Let's go back to Mote. Off to Mote. We haven't been there since like the beginning of the game, so this should be interesting. My warrior skill's pretty high right now. You guys see that? How quickly we banged out that warrior skill. We got, yeah, the 83 guns right now, just ready to be like, braka! Just unloading on people. We probably don't want to get in fights because we don't have enough crew right now. If we lose another crew, that'll put us down to the minimum amount of crew that we can have in order to get by. And that's not a great thing. We probably want to stay away from that as a potential result. What's going on over here at Pig Mode? I thought I saw something moving over. Oh, yeah. It's a jellyfly. Hey, jellyfly. Want to get shot at? Jellyflower taken care of. The reason you kill the jellyflowers is because you gots to get yourself those Z stories. At least that's what I do. You can scoop it up or you can let it disperse. Really, you can't do that if you've got a port report of Visage? Interesting. Alright, I'll take a free Z story. I'm always low on Z stories, so I don't mind at all. I don't mind one tiny bit. There we go. Trying to keep my terror down, and it only goes down when you're near to like the side of an island, and so I'm trying to do this the right way. And I don't want to screw ourselves over before we get to polyth either. Like, we really need to go there. Otherwise, we might get shanked. The rise of Pigmote Isle. Hail Marinia, the Nice's most adorable nation. Scurries around your legs. Scintillac harvesters drag heavy bags of the island's bounty to their silos. Industrious rodents work hard on towering edifices. Some of them almost neck high. London will never believe a bawdy word of this. Is that a bloody word? A bloody word of this. Sorry, that's not a swear word in the United States, so I don't know. We can help Marinia with their dilemma. We can request repairs from the Rat's favor. We can go to the Kavi ghetto. We can get a port report while we're here. Yeah, let's get the port report while we're here. We can steal the Rat Star. Lower Pigmote Isle's might in order to accomplish this. So they change the way that it functions. Alright, so what is your dilemma? An aide runs over.
Hairless advisor, you return to us. Praise the tide. We need your wisdom once more.
I don't know if I'm going to do that voice anymore. That voice feels demeaning. The rat's wine is in high demand, hairless advisor. The aide twitches its whiskers. We do not wish to take the joy from life, but it has caused many problems. Many injuries amongst our farmers. Our new militia recruits missing their training. Do we step in or turn a blind eye? So basically what they're making us decide right now is whether we want to set the island up to become super strong or whether we want to weaken the island and steal their treasure. Prohibition. Last bind barrel is delivered to the docks by annoyed soldiers. The aide breathes with relief. Hairless advisor, would you take this devil drink away? We would be most grateful. Gained 50 fragments. We've gained Pigmote Isle 1 civilization, which is troubled. If it reaches 0, bad things happen on Pigmote Isle. You've lost 1 Pigmote Isle spirit. You have 2 casks of mushroom wine. Let's go to the Kavi ghetto. Last time we were here, we can attempt to broker a union with our Pigmote Isle spirit. Or we can assist with the Kavi revolution. Let's broker a union. No, we fail. We lost 1 spirit. Why did I lose spirit for... Oh, maybe that's why I lost spirit. I don't know. Things aren't looking so good right now. Things aren't looking so good for the Kavi Island. We'll try out, help out with another problem later on, I guess. Because I've lost most of my spirit already, and I don't think that's a good thing. I'm breaking the poor little rodents' backs. I took their liquor. What more sinful thing could you do to somebody? That's a fate worse than death right there. You mean I can't have liquor? I don't want to live anymore. Just direct me to the nearest cliff or the nearest 6-shooter. Let's finish this thing off nice and rapidly. And we'll probably go over to the Sea of Lilies. I mean, we have to go to polyth, so unless we do that, we're totally hosed. I suppose the salt lions are worth a look, too, while we're over here. It's odd that we didn't uncover them on our map when we went over there. I distinctly remember going over to this side. Oh, shit, there's a big thingy over here. I will fight you, large creature. I will fight you. Torpedoes away! Fire! Aha! I have defeated the mighty case of crabs, and I didn't even have to use my little comb. It's a miracle! I'll go ahead and butcher it for supplies and oddities. Gain 1 supply in an unprepossessing mass. Suitable for smoking or throw it overboard. Fling it overboard. We don't really have a lot of terror to play around with right now. Oh, we're at 54? I thought we were way higher than that. I thought we were at 63. Interesting. Okay, well, that bought us a little bit of time. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Salt lions, I will dock at you. How are you doing today, salt lions? Oh, yeah, bigger, badder engines that make you go faster. They use up fuel faster. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't think I mentioned that, but yeah, bigger engines drain your fuel faster. So I may have made a bad decision there. Our fuel supply may be difficult to keep stocked, but get the port report. Visit the unmakers. We get funding from the bazaar, it's true, but Station 4, I wouldn't call it Station 4. It's a little grandiose. Stones are stuffed with secrets, but most of them is used as garden statuary or occult ballast. Most of them, anyways. Some go down to places under the bazaar. More tea cakes? Oh, cool. We lost terror. Hooray. That's good because terror is a problem for us right now. Let's go to the I think polyth will probably be the next place that we can resupply at. So hopefully 14 fuel gets us there. I'm going to go ahead and kill the lamp just to save a little bit. Now that our terror isn't quite so bad. That might also be what we're draining off too, is because it's a more powerful engine. And we're using the lantern like crazy. I don't feel like we're moving faster though. Like I really sincerely don't. Like we might be, but this is supposed to be like the best engine in the game right here. I want to cruise. I want it to be like a jet ski, you know what I mean? Like, nyang! They want to see me coming over wakes and shit. Just tearing it up. Shredding. Oh, we got ourselves a bound shark over here. Maybe we'll go and meet him with a little bit of explosives, a little bit of damage. Oh, he's onto us now. Fire the torpedoes. We have impact, Capitan. Fire the torpedoes. Make ready. You gotta cancel out his attack, otherwise it's scrub status. Give him the volley. And once again, we reduce a shark to a smoking mass of just goo. I can use its meat, or I can use its armature. Let's go ahead and use its meat. We have an unprepossessing mass and a hunting trophy. There's probably something not horrible in here. Let's go ahead and slice it open, the curious sack. Oh, we got a lamentable relic, a human skull. This isn't the ZB's stomach. What's it doing in here, like a seed in a gourd? Cool, we got a lamentable relic. We need that, so any lamentable relics that we can get for free, I'm not going to complain about for a moment. Because we got to turn those into the lamentable collector or whatever. So that he'll be happy and he'll no longer be sad. Because his life is difficult collecting expensive things and having huge amounts of money to gain stuff that none of the rest of us could even dream about. Yeah, we'll have to put in a port and grab ourselves some fuel before too long. Man, this is getting expensive. Then again, we travel faster. Port report while I'm here. In the meantime, we'll pick up speed. And we will make for, actually, Scrimshander. Do I need to go into Scrimshander? I don't recall. I don't know if I need to go into Scrimshander right now. Because as, if you remember correctly, we can't go in without losing a whole bunch of stuff. You gotta leave something behind whenever you go in, whether it's your memories or whether it's like your strength or whatever else. Gots to leave something behind as a toll. I got my icy tattoo finished up yesterday. I don't know if you guys have seen my icy tattoo. Basically, it's a penguin who's sitting on a baller throne of ice, and he's got like chains and like big diamond earrings and like a staff with like a gemstone on top of it. He's got a blunt. It's a pretty legit tattoo. I finally got it finished off yesterday. It's been sitting like in black and white for hella long, and I finally got the color done. And so I spent about 2 hours under the needle yesterday. It wasn't too bad. Inside of the arm was a little tender. It didn't hurt that much though. The only part of it that hurt is when it hits the elbow. I don't like getting elbow tattoos. Elbows, knees, and shins, man. Those are the ones. Those are the ones right there that get you in trouble. What happens when I turn this in here? I don't recall. Oh, yeah, we get a bunch of stuff. That's right. Okay, cool. I like free stuff. Free stuff making me happy. Because I have mushroom wine with me right now that I wasn't planning on picking up, that means technically I could get back into Nook, too, if I really, really wanted to on the way back. Depends if I want to go around and cut south like that, though, and grab all that. I suppose that depends largely on how well I can resupply myself, I suppose. We also have Dahut over here. We gotta go down this way anyways. Yeah, submerge, dive, dive, dive. That's what my dive alarm sounds like. Oh no. I've been caught up inside of a current. No! A Neither. See, now I don't even know what you are. Or if this is really even worth it. cancel out your attack, though, because I'm a dick like that. Oh, please die. So what are you, now that I've slain you underwater? Like, what do you do? Oh, there's also a shipwreck over there. Shit, we're gonna be low as hell on fuel, though. We can send crew into the carrion slick, or we can shine a light upon it. He'll stop wriggling soon. Yes, any moment now. I can't lose my crew right now. You turn the lamps upon the spreading, undulating blackness of its carcass. You can hear the telltale sizzling sound through the hull, something that twinkles within the dark shadow of the neither as it leaches away. The star spread of the night sky interrupted by a canopy of leaves, a far-off jungle, dark fruits, and many-fingered figures sway in the trees. You tear yourself from the porthole, but when you look again, it's gone. Only clear water remains, as though the neither had never been. We lost terror. We got an extraordinary implication? Holy shit. Extraordinary implications are kind of a big deal. Those are really, really hard to come by. And typically they're used to shore up like the final step of a quest. Or you get them as a reward for the final step of a quest. I don't even want to know what would have happened if we had failed that, now that I know that we got an extraordinary implication for it. Man, it's awesome being an underwater badass that kills everything, isn't it? In Dahut. You got fuel for 10 here? Well, resupply. Hell yeah, sounds good to me. Also got drowning pearls. Not going to concern myself too much with that. Instead, we'll go into Dahut, and we will. It's easy to gain terror in Dahut. Yeah, we probably don't want to waste. We probably don't want to waste that. I've lost 10 terror. Water and the air are the same thing here. Betrayal of nature, or a truce between opposites. Swim up the side of the cathedral if you like and peer in through its rose windows. You won't be able to make out anything inside, but breathe deep. Fill your lungs with a substance cooler and more cleansing than ordinary air. Walk in the gardens with the fish around your knees. Do not ask questions about the king of this place. Those will go unanswered. Okay. So the length of my stay can be no longer. Look for the secret places of Dahut. Sure. I failed and gained 2 terror. It leads down, but it's hard to see where it goes. There are plaques to cast drown or pass drownies, but words do not hold their meaning from one moment to the next. There is a gate of latticed iron tinged with rust. Beyond the gate, the water is murky and dim. Okay. I succeeded! Yay! If you stand at the bottom of the stairs and listen at the crypt gate, you hear sounds that do not come from the dead. At one moment, they sound like songs. At the next, like tears, and then after that, like meditation. Some rattle their bars. Some do not. Where would one rather be imprisoned than here in Dahut? So we get enthrallment. And then we've got clarity. Oh, I can bring them news. So how does that affect me, though? Like, all of these are very high-risk challenges. I would just rather not take my chances on them. And then I think Polythreme is just right to the south of this. So we'll check and see what's going on right here. Dahut is a great place to resupply mid. We'll probably make this a long voyage, now that I know I can get all that. Oh, cool, free fuel. Hooray. I love free stuff. Free stuff is the best. I can't really dick around with my crew too much right now, because we're sitting low. I wish I could go back to that wreck. The wreck actually turned out to be amazingly profitable the last time we were in there. And so it sucks we got to leave that one behind, but at least I kind of remember where it's at. I don't know if they're randomly generated or if they're at set locations underneath the ocean. But one versus the other, I don't know. Alright, let's swing around to Polythreme. We'll get our task done here. And then we'll go out to Hideaway, Estival. And we'll go straight south, I bet. That sounds good. That sounds really, really good, actually. If we go straight south, that'll allow us to clear out that bottom right corner of the map and see if we can find anything else down there. Presumably, it might give us access to a few more underwater settlements as well. We'll see what happens. In Polythreme, gather intelligence very quickly. Cheery Man's cargo, which we barely had the cash for. But we pulled it off. An audience with the king with 100 hearts. If we had a watchful curie, we could do it. The clay broker, leaning on his copper staff, examines you coolly. The king will see your little friend, he says. No, he won't see you, not just now. He's just for you to hand him the watchful curio. The night, the hill of Polythreme quakes. The words on the walls uncurl themselves. The birth cries are somewhere or everywhere heard as claymen sit up, opening in curious eyes, awaiting their tithing to London. The clay broker waits on the quayside. On the flat palm of his broad hand, the watchful curio squats, but it is changed. Our regards to Stone, is all he says. So we now have a wakeful idol. I have no idea what that means. I could take the clayman, sure. Got a live specimen and some other little things around here. Oh, those take... Okay, never mind. Throw them in the ocean. Yeah, you guys can get on board, and now we chuck you in the ocean. And you can do that over and over and over again, too, just chucking claymen into the ocean over and over and over again like a douchebag. I have a Judgment's Egg, but I think I'll hold on to it for now. Like, I don't think I should trade it for money. Money seems like a waste of a Judgment's Egg. Instead, we'll go down to Estival. We'll gather supplies there. We'll have a good old grand old time. And then once we get that squared away, we'll gather up supplies. Once we've got supplies, maybe we'll get some illicit currency in the form of sunlight. I don't know. We'll just enjoy ourselves while we're out here. There's no reason to panic or worry about it just yet. Should I go to Hideaway? I don't know if I should. Is there anything out here? Will my Z-Bat find it? There are no islands in range. Let's go ahead and we're going to kill the lamp for now. I'm going to let Terror suffer for a little bit as we head on down to Estival. Next episode should be really, really interesting. I'm excited about that. I don't usually go down to the bottom right-hand corner. Most of your journeys seem to... where was I supposed to get... Oh no. Where was my intelligence from? Did I mess up? Port Cecil. That's a bit far gone at this point. It's a bit far. Well, I mean, we could kind of loop back and get it, I guess, if we did like the Visage Port Cecil. But I really want to do the bottom right-hand corner. Like, I would prefer it. We don't have a lot of cash either, so I'm thinking this next crop of port reports, I'm going to have to turn them in for cash instead of anything else. We just did like a major upgrade spree. Alright, so pulling into Estival. You can seek the prototype with 5 crew. That seems risky for now. This will consume the supplies but not the crew. Okay. Days of back-breaking labor unearth a cache of old bones, curios, and a meteorite. A broken armature of steel and copper sheathes its sides. The sailors fall back before it as the glyphs on its side begin to crawl with fire. "This is it!" the cannoneer cries. "This must be what broke the roof! It's very frightening. A seal of the red science! I never thought I'd see such a thing! But it's sleeping. We'll need a Judgment's Egg. And my friends in the Iron Republic. We might be able to find an egg in the Irem." The crew shrink back a little. "Oh, such larks! Such larks!" Gained 5 terror, lost 5 supplies, 1 secret, a memory of distant shores, outlandish artifacts, lamentable relics. I have a Judgment's Egg and the seal to the Iron Republic. Oh, we are on it now. And then, of course, we're going to catch light real fast. We didn't get burnt, so that's pretty good. I would also suggest that we gather supplies. As many supplies as we can hold would be the way that I would probably recommend it. We got 15 supplies. We definitely don't need that many, so let's chuck a couple out. I just wanted to refill. And then port report for Estival because you get paid a lot for it. Then we will head southwards, and that will be an interesting adventure. Are you ready, Nerd Castle? Hopefully we don't run into anything too nasty. We should be able to resupply while we're down here. Horror's a little bit high. Terror, that is. But I'm not going to concern myself with it for right now. I think we'll be alright so long as we can keep our heads down and just avoid getting ourselves into too much trouble. We're still missing the spider place. There's a place with hella spiders in it. That there's something underwater some distance to the south, but it's not marked. Let's go ahead and take a look very quickly. Horrors below. Bring out the nets and catch it. We've got a 99% chance. We gain terror, but we got a strange catch. Strange catch is useful. We're going to need it for when we meet the guy up in Venderbite. So, something tells me you probably don't want to throw that overboard. There we go. It's weird that we got an event while we were descending. This is something underwater some distance to the south. Isn't it an encampment? Oh, it is. Interestingly enough. Let's lay off the fuel for right now. The Gant Pole. I have no idea what this is, but I suppose we'll... Oh shit, what is that? A Boundling. 220 HP. Okay. Suppose I'll fire myself a torpedo at it. Does it know where we are? It does not. If I can outrange it, we've got a really good chance. I don't know what a Boundling is, though. This might be a terrible idea. Oh, it's got us. Fire torpedoes at it just in case. I don't think he can catch us. And down he goes to the bottom of the ocean. Let's find out what he's got for us. Hopefully it's something good. He had a lot of HP, so... If its corpse is a mound of twisted metal and flesh, its mottled skin further marred by the gaping rends inflicted by your weapons. We can tear the cage from the Boundling, or we can carve the Boundling up for provisions. Let's do this one. You gain 10 hull, 3 hunting trophies, and 50 fragments. Removing the cage is back-breaking work. Rods of steel run through the Boundling's inflamed, swollen flesh. Its body had warped to fit its cage. Even its red eyes are distorted and pulled out of alignment by the band across its face. Before carrying away the blood or the reclaimed metal away, your engineer wipes frothy slime off of it. She gestures to a stain. It'll take a bloody good sanding to get rid of this. Cool. I like that we can actually defeat things now and like not die horribly. Makes me happy. Makes me feel competent for once in this game. Ow. He said as he crashed into the side of a building that doesn't move. My name is Splattercat. We'll check out the Gant Pole in the next episode of Submariner. If you want to support the channel and what I do here, be sure to check out the Patreon. You get lots of bonuses and things like that. Little bonus VODs, ways to get yourself included in series, things of that nature. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.